So, people, today's episode is going to be slightly awkward. Reason being is because I'm talking on the Songs of Solomon, or Song of Songs, which is a love book, and the reason why it's awkward is because I'm single. But regardless of whether you're single or not, there are things to learn from the Book of Songs of Solomon, more than just desire. So let me go over about 5 points that I have. I might add more if the Holy Spirit leads me to, but there's 5 points that I wanted to cover. And that is, what we see from the beginning of Song of Songs is a separate, independent seeking. So the woman and the man were seeking for their love separately. And the reason I say that is because the man was seeking the woman was seeking the man. There was not one seeking the one, the other one being like, okay, yeah, sure. And I think that plays into how we must treat our relationships with, whether it's romantic or not. I feel like specifically here, I think when in doubt, we must just apply it to romantic, but in a romantic relationship where it's not one party seeking. I'm not seeking to love someone and then they just like, yeah, sure. And then boom, we get married or whatever. It's a seeking of both parties. Both seek the love, and it's not, otherwise it becomes imbalanced. And yowzers, the kids are screaming downstairs. Anyway, but there needs to be a balance of both seeking. And so if that's not something you see in your romantic relationship, think about that, pray about that. Are you both seeking? Is one of you seeking? And is one of you, which is quite a dangerous thing, is playing hard to get? A lot of people these days will try and, to look cool, I suppose, try and play like hard to get in their relationships, which is very selfish, and it's bad on the other person. And that is an example of not independently seeking love. And the second point I have is meaningful compliments. So we see, obviously, Book of the Song of Songs is basically just like loads of compliments, but here it's not just oh, you're beautiful, you're cute, like I like you. A lot of these compliments are really deep, but it's a sort of obscure deep where you could see that both the man and the woman really thought about these compliments. And there is one section, I forget where it is, but basically the man describes, compliments the woman on her appearance, and basically said her hair's like a flock of goats going down a hill, and her eyes are like doves, and her neck is like a tower, and her lips drip with honey. And these aren't just like, oh, it looks good. It's thoughtful, and I think it's rare for thoughtful compliments to show in today's day and age, where it's often just like, oh, like, look good, whatever. Well, that's cool, unusual, look good. But it's very rare where there's a very thoughtful compliment. And here in Song of Songs, there are thoughtful compliments, because the man, I think it might have been Solomon to his wife, was saying, it could have been the other guy, I can't remember, but Solomon was describing, like, who describes hair as a flock of goats? And obviously it was more inclined to like the old Hebrew times, when the Hebrews spoke in sort of non-physical understanding kind of words. But the point being is, it's so thoughtful. It's not just acknowledging. It's acknowledging and then being like, wow, okay, this is like, that's how meaningful that is. And so for me, a general rule that I've been trying to apply when I compliment people, first of all, compliments only come when they're genuine. Never force compliment. But second of all is, is I think, okay, can this person say, oh, thanks, you too? If they can say you too, then it's not a very good compliment. And the reason being is because you're not digging very deep. For example, if I just say, like, I think you are wise, you know? And then whoever I say that to could say, oh, thanks, you too. But if I say, I think, when I was like reading this verse about this person that says like, you know, the Lord endowed wisdom upon this man or woman or whatever, and it just made me think of you. That person's going to say, oh, thank you so much. They're not going to say you too, because you can't really say you too to something so specific. So I challenge you to next time you compliment, dig deeper, because first of all, if it's shallow, simple psychology, if it's really shallow, then we subconsciously think, okay, what's this person trying to get out of us? If we very shallow compliments, they can be like big compliments, but if they don't go deep, then it's kind of like, okay, it's a little bit suspicious. Like, for an example, if I go up to you and say, you're extremely beautiful, you're extremely, you know, wise, you're really cool, I really like you, you're gonna stop being like, well, okay. Like the first one was cool, and that was a little bit too much. But if you're very specific, then that doesn't really happen, because there's a reason you're saying that, so it allows the other person to trust you more. So that's my second point, is meaningful compliments. And the third point I have is it does briefly mention Solomon, I believe, trying to buy someone's love. And we see that and the reason I say it's very short is because there is a attempt to buy love with money, and then there's immediate rejection. And so I'm covering this quickly because it doesn't need to be taken long of, but trying to buy love is just a bad idea. Like it sounds basic, but it's so often we can try, you know, buy things or get gifts for people to try and like show that we love them. But if you seek the heart in that, are you trying to buy the love, or are you just giving someone something? And we see in the book of Song of Solomon that very quickly love was attempted to be bought, and very quickly was it denied. Turn your face away from me, and she went to the other lover. And the next point I have is actually a highlight, believe it or not. I highlighted in the book of Song of Solomon, and as you can see, I didn't really highlight anywhere else. The reason being is because of Song of Solomon, and I'm single, and I feel bad if I highlight anything in the book of Song of Solomon, because it's all, you know, lovey-dovey. But in chapter 8, verse 6, it says, I'll read the whole thing. It says, set as a seal upon your heart, as a seal upon your arm, for love is strong as death, jealousy is fierce as the grave, its flashes are flashes of fire, the very flame from the Lord. So from this, we can tell that love is very powerful, love is impactful, and in many cases where it says love is strong as death, it's inevitable. And I really like to highlight this, jealousy is fierce as the grave, because jealousy is a healthy thing to experience in the context of a romantic relationship, because it stops one from getting distracted with other people outside of that relationship. And jealousy kind of keeps those boundaries better. Jealousy is a good thing within the context of marriage and a romantic relationship. And then it says here, its flashes are flashes of fire, the very flame from the Lord. And that just shows that flame can be a destructive thing, but if it's contained, if it's used in the right way and is contained within the context of marriage, it's a very healthy thing. Fire can cook food, it can heal, it can provide light, it can provide warmth. Fire is great. And as soon as it goes outside of those boundaries, it can destroy. So outside of that boundaries could be having multiple partners, that's outside of that boundary. Or maybe outside the context of marriage, having sex, or that is a sin. Outside of the context of marriage, sex is like fire outside of a bonfire. It's just destroying things. But in the context of marriage, in that boundary, it can heal, it can provide warmth, it can cook. So the importance here is how strong love is, how impactful it is, and how it needs to be in the right place. It's so good if it's in the right place. And if it's in the wrong place, it's fierce. And then my last point is to wrap this all up is why is there a love book in the book of the Bible? And one of the reasons is this is a great demonstration of how Christ loves the church. We can easily read this and be like, okay, well, yay, I'm excited to, love someone one day. But we need to put this in perspective, because there is no love like the love God has for us. And this is a book of love. This is describing love. And God is love. So if we read this book in context of how God loves us, how He seeks us, He gives us meaningful compliments. He doesn't buy our love. He waits for us patiently to seek Him too. So Christ loves the church, and the church meaning His people. And there's people everywhere. He's made every single human being on this earth. He loves everyone. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is the book of Song of Solomon.